dear, good afternoon. So this is a class of business studies. This is a class of business studies. Now we are going through the chapter. This is a class of social responsibility of business and business ethics. Okay. Now, in last class I have already discussed about what are the social responsibility of business, what are the arguments favored for the social responsibility of business and what are the arguments not favorable for the social responsibility of business. Today the topic we select, that is corporate social responsibility. This is very well talked topic nowadays. Now, corporate social responsibility. So what is social responsibility? The social responsibility is a social obligation that you and I, everybody have some social obligation, and this social obligation towards the society is called social responsibility. Now, what is corporate social responsibility? When business purchasing or business houses or business entity is some social responsibility towards socially, or socially they are running their business socially, or what are the obligation of business for the towards the society. This is called corporate social responsibility. These are very known as a CSR. Okay, these are very known as a CSR. Corporate social responsibility is very known as a CSR. Now, in corporate social responsibility, we have discussed about what are the responsibility of business houses have for different stakeholder and shareholder. Stakeholder means different interest group who are very influenced to the business, who are very related to the business, that is customer, that is competitor also. Okay, workers is there, shareholder who invested their money in your companies, in your business. So all of them you have to be socially responsible. Even environment or social environment, business will look after the environment. So environment should not be polluted. Okay, there are different type of pollution is there. Air pollution may be happen because some of the smoke, poisonous smoke comes out from factory and it actually contaminated the weather of that area. This is called air pollution. Sometimes you are throwing your waste product, waste things to the nearby or side by river. So this is actually contaminated the water. This is also called water pollution. So different type of pollution, environment pollution is there. So towards that you have to, this damage you should be recovered, or for that you have to corporate business houses should do something, and it is called corporate social responsibility, and they should also do for social progress. Now, what is corporate responsibility? There is no specific definition. What is corporate social responsibility? Each definition that currently exists, underpins the, so they do not need to write that. First point should you just write. First point you should write, there is no single, there is no single universally accepted definition of CSR. Okay, it is corporate social responsibility. First of all, there is no universally definition. Nobody can define it as a same way. Okay, so there is no single or universally accepted definition of what is corporate social responsibility. Now, there is a European Commission defined CSR. What this is, the European Commission is one of the renowned bodies for European Union, that is European Commission. European Commission, what they give as a definition, define CSR, the responsibility of enterprise, enterprises actually, for their impact on society, for their impact of society. Impact on society. Okay, the European Commission defines CSR, the responsibility of enterprise, for their impact on society as a corporate social responsibility. What does mean? Means whatever things you are doing that is somehow affected to the society. So you are to take responsibility. You are the person. You are business. If you take business as a artificial person, now you are the person should recover. Should this damage should be recovered by you only. So that's why you have always some responsibility towards society. This definition says that. Now there is another renowned body. What this says, we'll look. What this says, actually this definition is very important because sometimes this definition also comes. What European Commission says as a definition of CSR. Okay, so this definition is also important for you. The World Business Council, for sustainable development, defines CSR as what this is, the continuing commitment by business to contribute to economic development while improving the quality of life of the workforce and their families as well as the community and society at large. Community and society at large. Now what this says actually, the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. First thing, if you do not responsible towards society, then your business will not run long term. That is called sustainable development. Okay, that is called sustainable. Cannot see the board sir. Okay, I am looking after the matter, Devargo. Just now here very carefully. Each and every definition is very important, and that also comes to your exam also. See, from 2 or 3 questions or minimum 1 question from this topic, corporate social responsibility, will come to your examination. Okay. Now the World Business Council for Sustainable Development defines CSR as the continuing commitment by business to contribute. Defines CSR as the continuing commitment. You should continuously committed to the society, so that society would be happy for your business by continuing commitment by business to contribute economic development while implementing the quality of life of the workforce. Whatever the workforce is working in your organization, you should look after their economic development and their total quality of life. So you are actually always roaming around through car. Each and every management person are roaming around car. And workers, they are actually no bicycle for them. This is not good. So you should provide bicycles so that they can come to your workplace quickly. Okay. So this is one type of quality of life increasement example of the workforce and their families also, as well as of the community and society, so that the community and society at large should be always commitment for economic development and their quality of life. So that is the definition of the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. Okay, if you want to sustain for long time, your business should committed towards the society. You should run your business such a manner that should be actually improve the quality of life of the society. So this is the main motto, the main thing they actually talk about their definition. Now comes to another definition of renowned body. Another definition of renowned body, that is United Nations. The United Nations Industrial Development The United Nations Industrial Development Organization defines corporate social responsibility, or CSR, corporate social responsibility as a management concept, Okay, this is they call as a management concept whereby companies integrate social and environment concern in their business. Operations and interaction with the shareholder. Now, United Nations, the corporate United Nations is a big body, and it is present in all over the world, and the United Nations have different branches. They have branches for their for environmental protection. There are some of the branches for the war-related protection. So, and same way, the United Nations Industrial Development is one type of branch. They actually, United Nations is a big group. They are one of the branch that is related with Industrial Development Organization. Defines corporate social responsibility as a management concept, whereby companies integrate social and environmental concern. Okay. So they actually say this is actually management concern. What the management of business, they should concern about the environment related harmful things they are doing, and whatever the social through business they are whatever the harmful things they are generating. Suppose there is a chemical factory. From chemical factory lots of poisonous smoke come out from this factory, and that will actually pollute the air. So for that they should take a measure. That's actually called by the United Nations Industrial Development. Whatever the measure need to be taken, they should take that, and that's why they can fulfill their social responsibility towards society. Okay. So this is actually they actually tell about the integrate social and environment concern in their business operation and interaction with the shareholder also. They actually say not only profit is not the main concern of business. You should balance also economic development of your worker, and you should also balance environmental. You should not damage the environment, and you should also responsible to the society. Okay, that's three things you should balance. Either you cannot be sustained in long time. So they define corporate social responsibility like that. Now we come a general definition. Through this renowned organization says different views to their corporate social responsibility. Now we come to a general social responsibilities definition. What is the general definition? We will see. So general definition actually saying CSR is generally understood. CSR is generally understood as being the way, this is we call as a way through which a company achieves a balance of economic, environmental and social imperatives while at the same time addressing the expectation of shareholders and stakeholders. Okay, now this is a general definition we actually derived from the different renowned organization, that CSR is generally understood as being the way through which a company achieves a balance of economic, environmental and social importance. Okay, now this definition actually said that what I discussed earlier also, that the business nowadays should balance the economic as therefore the profit motive. They actually business set up for the economic development. As they look after their economic problems, same way they should look the environment and social problem also. Okay, that's the way they can responsible towards the society. So not only their main motive should be always the profit, but with profit they also look after other matters, that is environmental pollution. Actually that's happened through the business, because of business. Okay, because lots of factories working, so whole air is polluted. They should also look after different social problems also. Okay, this is necessary for corporate, while at the same time addressing the expectation of shareholders and stakeholders. Shareholders mean, who is shareholders? Shareholder, in case of company there is a capital, and we divided this capital in different parts, and these different parts we call shares. Okay, and who buys your shares? Invested in your company, and so you should look after also shareholder also. Okay, so that they can you can give them a reasonable return. Okay, and stakeholder, who are actually interested, who are not interested actually, who are actually influential by your business. Shareholder means customer. Stakeholder means customer. Stakeholder means your competitor also your stakeholder. Okay, now what is the basic difference between shareholder and stakeholder? The shareholder is the thing who comes under also stakeholder. So stakeholder is a big view, broad view, we can say all are the stakeholder who is related to a particular business entity. They are called stakeholder. Even your employee is a stakeholder of your business. Your supplier is a stakeholder of your business. Your competitor is also a stakeholder of your business. And the same way, the shareholder also a stakeholder of your business. So shareholder is a part of a stakeholder. Okay, so this is the meaning of all about corporate social responsibility, and what are the definition and what are the concept of corporate social responsibility. Now what corporate social responsibility, why did this come? Now the government is saying in the Act, Companies Act 2013, this corporate social responsibility, or we call as CSR, it popularly known as CSR, they made an act in Companies Act 2013. Before that, there was a Companies Act 1956. The Companies Act 1956 was there. Okay, then we changed a certain rule and regulation and inserted some new things, and one of the new things is CSR in Companies Act 2013. That is very important. Companies Act 2013 actually introduced the CSR. Now they are saying this is not a voluntary you can do. This is now a mandatory thing. Mandatory thing for you. Previously, you can do this in voluntary basis, but nowadays, in case of company, as this rule applies only for companies, so in case of companies, this corporate social responsibility is mandatory. Now, there are certain conditions for what type of companies this corporate social responsibility is mandatory for. Now, so next day we will discuss about what are the companies actually falls under and they will mandatory have to do this corporate social responsibility. And one thing is very important, that 2013 this rule actually comes after passing both of the houses of parliament. Okay. Then this is a final sign by the President of India, 23rd August. President of India signed this in 23rd August 2013. Okay. Then after this rule actually applied. So in the year 2013 Companies Act, this is actually introduced by new, and this act actually come, and this act is called 135. Act or rule actually is 135. Companies Act 2013, Rule 135, the corporate social responsibility comes under. And this act actually passed by both of the Parliament House, and after that signed by the President 23rd August 2013. And that will be implemented from the year 2014. Now, which companies mandatorily do the corporate social responsibility? We'll discuss in the next class. Or next day actually. So for today, is there any problem? Now you can ask me, I can explain you. If is there any problem, now you can ask. Have you understood what is corporate social responsibility? Okay, thank you, Devargo. So, this is the end of today's class. So, tomorrow we will again meet.